Hello Enchanted ones, and a happy Yule to you all. This week join me as I prepare my home for Yule, doing simple magic to fill the home with the Yule tide spirit. Join me as I cleanse my home, get and decorate my tree and my altar space, and do simple DIYs that are more magical than one might consider. So sit back, relax, and join me today within the Enchanted Woods that's slowly making its way from autumn to winter. The trees in the woods have nearly shed their last leaves. Some of them have shed all of them, and this opens up the forest with so much more light pouring in. The bridle paths with their deciduous trees are now resting and still until spring reawakens them. However, this little fairy is far from being still this time of year. I am excited, so excited for Yule and Christmas, the traditions, making memories, the lights, and this year I am determined to be in competition with the woods and the squirrels, the badgers, and the little robin, and have the best decorations yet to truly transform my home into the Enchanted Woods. This spot right here is inspiration for my enchanted forest decorations. Today there was an undertone of cream in the sky, which always means one thing: snow. So it was quite cold today, but that didn't stop me from feeling very cozy and merry as I went along the healing trail. And it is here that the colours of autumn are gradually fading from their vibrancy to dull, becoming one with the earth again as the wheel of the year turns. And I find that after the colours fade, the attention is taken away from the autumn colours and brought to the forest greens from the evergreens, and they make my eyes light up. And this is why I have ventured down the healing trail today. The colour of evergreens is a symbol of strength and Yule. It is undying, and the colour is rich and deep, just like the hardy deciduous leaves in summer. Evergreens are truly the symbol of strength of winter and can teach us so much. The holly berries are also out, red and gleaming, and you can see them peep through the trees. And I love to gather some for decorations and luck, as they are symbols of hope and health for the new year ahead. The build-up of autumn to winter has inspired me, and I'm so thankful for that. But at this point, the cold was getting to my little ears, so it was time to venture back and have a little rest. But the only rest this little fairy is going to get is a lovely, nice, warm cup of Lady Grey. I've just made a Lady Grey tea. It's absolutely delicious, especially for this time of year, as you don't have to put milk in it. You could put orange in it and spices, and it's kind of like this orangey floral flavour. Really festive. I am now making my cranberry garland to go on the last remaining tree that I haven't decorated. But yes, as you can see, I have already decorated, but my home obviously didn't always look like this. I'm going to share with you the process of how it came to this amazing enchanted forest in my home. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and every time I walk into my home, my eyes just light up now. This is only the base of everything, guys. I am going to ignite it even more and more over December. That reminds me, I still haven't done my advent calendar, and it's the 1st of December. Let's do it now. Choose green and gold. Enchanted. Okay, now it feels right. So let me share with you the process it took to become this beautiful home. And because I've been unwell for the past month and a half, my home hasn't been a priority. My priority has been getting better and things like that. And it was in need of a cleanse. And the dark half of the year is really stale in this home, especially because the sun doesn't shine in through the lounge. It gets really, really dark. So I needed to cleanse, and I needed to tidy, and I needed a little bit of magic in my home. Simple, mundane magic. So I started to cleanse, and my first step wasn't to clean, but I wanted to permeate my home with the smell of December, which to me is oranges. Oranges are great for cleansing and giving everything a freshness and a zing of life. They bring health, hope, and are the symbol of the sun and brightness on those dark, colder days. And my kitchen is much like these oranges during the winter. When the sun is lower in the sky, it beams through into the kitchen, giving everything an oversaturated radiance. And I'm here for that. Today I'm drawing out orange slices in the oven, and this is so simple to do. I cut the orange into roughly the same thickness, and then place them onto a baking sheet, and then heat the oven to just under 100 degrees fan oven, making sure it's not too hot or the oranges will burn and turn crispy. What I want eventually is oranges that have dehydrated and are pliable rather than turning to dust. With the odd ends of the oranges, I placed them into a saucepan because it was time for my next piece of magic, which I make every year: mulled grape juice. I put into this cloves and cinnamon, and you can use any spice that you have lying around, and then stirred good, pure intentions with my grandma's antique spoon for a happy, cleansed home. Now things were bubbling and baking away in the kitchen, the magic starts to happen. The smell of oranges and spices run through the home, cleansing and bringing a warmth to the atmosphere. And now it was time to clean. So, this may seem silly, but I am making a list of things to clean before I clean because it's just logically approving to me. So, number 1, I'm going to clean the cozy nook, the dining room. Number 3, piano. Number 4, where am I now? The lounge. Okay, number 5, the kitchen. Okay, monotasking is where it's at, and I think I can logically then process everything without getting distracted and then going off on one and suddenly rearranging everything in my house. So whilst the fumes permeate the house of the mulled grape juice, I'm going to begin cleaning and cleansing. Opening the doors, only for a sec, as it was freezing outside. And then I started cleansing my home with my lemon and cinnamon spray to again uplift, cleanse and protect my home. My Yule log. I surrounded my home with stacks of pine cones which bring protection and a sweet sap smell. My aim today was not only to cleanse but to minimise what I had out on my surfaces to prepare for the enchanted forest that was moving in. And that was my motivation that was pulling me through cleaning today. That well, and of course filming brings the motivation too. So the Christmas tree is going to go here, and that needs to move there. The question is, will it fit? Oh no, it's not going to fit. Fits like that. Hang on, I can fix this. That's not good for my eye, darling. I can't do that. Okay. Thank goodness for that. Move now. I kept checking on the oranges, and once they were dried on one side, I flipped them over to even the drying out process. And then, once the coast was clear, it was time to light my sage bundle and cleanse the home, ridding it of any negativity. When I do this, I mainly focus on the corners and the areas that don't see daylight, moving the smoke as I go, and sometimes having a dance to heighten the energy more. And afterwards, it felt so light and airy. And just as I was finished, the oranges were ready. And this year, I had a great plan of what to do with them. I simply made little holes in the top of them, and using embroidery string, I threaded them up. And after this, I hung them from the arch over the piano. And when I did this, I realised that the glow from the floating candles gave the oranges a stained glass window effect, which I was not expecting, but absolutely loved the result in the end. The oranges will sway here and release their beautiful scent and uplifting properties. And overall, it was a simple yet magical day in the Oak household. And I was so excited for the next day we were getting our tree. This little angel is going to be on the tree soon. Hey? We're going to get a tree soon, aren't we, Charlie? And who's this? Who's this? Is this you? Hey? This is you. What? cold air in, but that's okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Do you like it? Oh, it looks so good. This big ball of light. This big ball of light. Oh God, I don't know. This is, oh my God, look at it.
Oh, I see.
That's what you gotta do sometimes.
It looks like your hand is like glowing.
Glowing.
Alexa, play Wombling Merry Christmas.
Oh,
Well, what's funny?
you just know me.
Oh, you were going to say that, right?
You just know me so well. I love the tree. It looks amazing. The lights on there, that's 1,000 little lights, and I didn't actually realise they were going to be so expensive because I thought they were cheaper, but I'm glad that I bought them because they are beautiful and they look like little fairies on the tree. What I thought I'd show you tonight is some of the new things that I've acquired for the decorations. I've actually got quite a lot of stuff this year, quite a lot of new baubles. One of the reasons why is because the theme I always go for every year with my decorations is things my grandma used to have, or things that remind me of my grandma. And this year the shops have excelled and I found so many things that have reminded me of her baubles that I think I accidentally broke and hid from her when I was younger. So let's start with those. One of them being the baubles that kind of go in the middle, and they have a really, it's like a flat inside ball kind of vibe. She used to have loads of things like this. Really love this, and it's green and gold. Enchanted, of course. More glass baubles. This one has holly on it, which I particularly like this time of year. This one I thought was really clever. Again, it's glass and it's got this like quilted bumpy effect and pearls. This one, just because, I don't know, it just reminds me of my christening bauble that I have, and it's got a little rocking horse on it. Love it, but my mum's got the christening bauble. This is because we love Charlie, and he has his own special bauble on the tree. I know it's not green, but that's something I'm going to have to deal with, and my eye's going to have to deal with. This again, glass, love the glass baubles, and this is a moon and a sun. I thought that was giving really cool pagan witchy vibes, so I had to get that. Again, kind of mysterious, vintage grandma feelings to that one again. Don't ask me why, but that's what I'm getting. This really cool shaped mushroom. I thought this was really interesting, this shape, but I really like the quirkiness of it. Of course, a oak leaf and an acorn. Again, it's glass, and that's why I really loved it. Snowflake. This reminds me of Frozen. I just love that film. It's gold. Had to get that. And two more. Oh my gosh, I've got so many. This one, just because it was really cute. It's a deer and a robin, and they're just friends, and it's woodland like my home. And I went to Ireland recently. I got this Celtic shamrock Christmas decoration. Always have to pick up a Christmas decoration on my travels. I love Ireland's gift shops. They are all green and gold, so I can spend a whole day in one of them. I also got a couple of things for the home. This garland, it's always been my dream to make over some sort of mantelpiece, but the TV stand will do just fine for this year, so I'm going to do this and hang the stockings from it too, and maybe put some lights in that. I'm so excited for this because I've seen these. I saw these last year and I was too late in buying it, and then they all run out. But I actually used to have something like this when I was younger, of course, again, and I just forgot about it, and I saw it again and my eyes lit up. It's an advent calendar tree, and every day you put a new decoration on it. So I'm so excited to put this together and it to be my advent calendar this year. I never really cared so much about the presents for the advent calendars. It was more about opening a window on an advent calendar or putting a little decoration on a tree. It was just very simple, if you say so. I also got, this little gingerbread house because it was cute. I wanted it to be at my altar. It's just sweet because the light just shines out and it's really beautiful way, so that will be very atmospheric. These are really nice. These are pillar candles, but they're tapered at the same time, and I was going to put them at my altar, so I'm really excited to decorate it with those. These are mini little crackers that I put on the tree. They're plastic free. Every year we have these. They have toadstools on them, so I had to get those. Absolutely had to get those this year. And there are a couple of things that I want to make over this year. One, I have tons and tons of fir cones. As you saw when I was tidying the house, I have fir cones everywhere for protection around my home, but I also want to make them into decorations this year too. So I'm going to hang them up with string, and I'm going to put them on my very own stick tree because I think that will really, just draw more attention to the branches, which sometimes feel a little bit too bare in my home. My Yule log, I've had this for a couple of years now, so I'm really excited to make something more of this, make a feature of it on the table. It's really random because I've been given these semicircular shaped pieces of bark from a tree, and I really want to make something of them, or even make some sort of present out of them. I have no idea what to make of them, so if you've got any ideas, let me know. I've got the wreath already, and I'm going to add to this and make it very pagan, very witchy, and I'm very excited for that. I'm going to do that in the next video, and I'm going to be adding some foliage from the woods. So that's everything that I've got. I think I must have needed a lot of serotonin this year because there's a lot of stuff here. So I'm really excited though. For tomorrow we are getting the boxes out of the shed, but for now I'm just going to relax and enjoy the ambiance of the lights tonight. Seeing the boxes of decorations is like sifting through a memory box each year. It brings nostalgia, and my inner child comes alive, which to me is the most magical thing of all. The secret to turning your home into an enchanted forest is simple: trees. And this year I'm not having just one tree, I'm having 4. Because this is an enchanted forest, remember darlings, and these are the base of it. Along with, of course, fir garlands, basically anything green and furry that can cover all the surfaces. The colour scheme for the Enchanted Forest is simple. Anything green, shiny or metallic, things that sparkle, and as a contrast to this, things that are completely natural. Each tree must have its own holly fairy to govern it. The garland on the stairs will be the aviary for the toadstools, nature and the birds. They will all hibernate here for their winter's rest. I placed little characters and pieces, including plenty more trees and whimsical decorations, leaving no surface untouched. I love this candle so much, but it won't burn anymore. So I upcycle it by placing dried pomanders and fir cones within it, and now it makes such a nice feature. And then I had to just put together and add a couple more things around the room, and it was another successful day in building the Enchanted Forest. But I believe I had saved the best thing until last, and that was to decorate my altar for Yule. My altar has changed a lot through the years at Yule, and each year I'm learning new ways of decorating it and changing it up to the season that suit my practice and just the mobility of doing things at my altar. There have even been times where I've decorated it so much that I'm completely unable to use it. So a few things that I always place here are green crystals such as aventurine, fluorite and prehnite that promote health, success in the coming year, and of course, nature for its properties. During Yule, there is nothing like the sweet smell of fir and freshly picked ivy from the garden to protect its energy, and I love how witchy it looks in these glass-blown bottles. So I can use my altar more efficiently this year, I placed my spiral Yule Advent in this wooden bowl so I can remove it when I need to get to it to practice. And then, abundantly, I placed some mini fir cones from the secret swamp in the woods and intertwined ivy around some objects for more protection. You can never have enough protection at Yule, trust me. I then add crystals to honour the night, and I also bring in things for the elements, and this sword is a symbol of air but also of strength to get through the winter. But it was missing one thing: oranges. So again, I dried a sliced orange and this time threaded it on to one long string and hung it above my altar, giving me light and hope for the brighter days ahead. And I love the contrast of orange and fir. The last thing I did was decorate my stick tree. And it was going to be a bit of a challenge this year, so I gathered the long tapered fir cones and glued a loop of string onto the top of them. To make these magical, I covered the tips of the fir with a little gold glitter, which totally transformed them. The tree was still looking a little bit bare though, and as this tree didn't have any lights this year, I then used these glass baubles and placed little candles inside to be the light amidst the darkness. This cranberry wreath is testing my patience this year. It keeps getting tangled, so... But that's what this time's all about. Making traditions and wanting them to go perfectly, but they sometimes... Well, or in my case, they never go according to plan, and it's embracing it all. And it's quite funny, really. So I'm nearly done with this cranberry wreath. All I need to do is just pop a couple of extra ones on, put it on the Yule tree, and then I'm going to share with you the reveal of my home. Woohoo! Oh, look at it. Gleaming. Gleaming beauties, in the words of Nigella Lawson. Right, I'm gonna put them on the tree. Goodness me, you just don't know how to behave yourself, do you? I'm gonna have to applaud myself because I think this year I have achieved my best decorations yet. The idea was, and that I've achieved, is I wanted there to be a little magical moment in every single corner of the room. I wanted it to frame the room. I just didn't want there to be a non-festive thing out of sight. So the lights, everything's had a purpose, everything has done with the intention making somebody happy. Of course, what makes it the most magical of all is the tree, and the real tree, and coming home to the smell of fir is amazing. It just lights up my nostrils. Along with that, the oranges. I really wanted to do something simple this year, and I didn't want to overcomplicate things because I feel like sometimes I'm always looking for the next thing, I'm always looking for the next craze, something to make. But I was like, no, I'm gonna just do oranges in the oven because the simpler the better. I'm not gonna do extravagant things so I seem like I'm new and cool, because I'm not. That is not me. And I love the effect they have made. But what I really love is my altar, and I love the colour combination. I love how I've really bared in mind actually using my altar. I'm really excited to do some Book of Shadows work and some just simple rituals, pinecone rituals that I love to do every year. This stick tree presented quite a few complications with me again, because I did the long fir cones at the beginning, and then I thought, oh, it just looks a bit weird. So then I decided to go back and make some of the same decorations but using shorter pine cones, and it really kind of evened out the look of them. I really love how all of that's come together, and now it looks like more of a traditional Yule tree, a deciduous tree. too. I like to honour those this time of year because they always look like they're ready to embrace everyone in a hug because you see their branches sticking out. I think that the trees are very wise in the winter, can teach us a lot, which is to rest. And this little fairy has been very busy, like I said, and it is time for me to rest now for the remainder of the day. I might go outside because of course it's snowing and I want to make the most of that, but I also am very tempted to just stay inside and be very cozy by my fake fireplace. So Enchanted ones, I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. I'll look back at this video many years to come like I do with all my Yule videos, and I will just love it because I love rekindling those memories every year. Let me know what your favourite part was. Let me know what you love doing during Yule and how many trees you have, because I'm surely not the only person that has 4 trees in their home. Come on guys, we all like trees. So I love you all my love, Alwyn. Okay, I know the video's over, but I just had the best idea and I couldn't not share it with you. So I have my tree from last year and it's been in the garden all year, and I thought, oh my goodness, I now have a tree I can put inside my home and decorate with all year. So let's put her up and maybe wrap some lights around her, we'll see. Perfect. Okay, I put some fir cones at the bottom. I wrapped some real ivy around it, and I think it's the simplest yet effective DIY I've ever done in my whole life.